Hello.
Ankit, can you hear me?
Yeah. Hi.
So, hi, how are you?
All good.
So, where are you from?
I'm in Bangalore just now.
Okay. Okay. So, are you?
Whom I am speaking to? By the way?
I'm Deepak. Okay, I'm Deepak, the trainer. Okay. So,
Okay. Hi.
my full
Hi.
name is yeah. So first, let me introduce myself. So yeah, myself, I'm Raj Deepak. I'm having overall 7 years of IT experience, and in that, this process mining Celonis, I have around 4.5 years of experience. Worked with different customers from US, UK, with the different domains like manufacturing, healthcare, banking, as Celonis process mining consultant.
Mm-hmm.
And this process mining, I'll show you that what exactly the process mining will help you that. But yeah, before going into that, you can also just brief about yourself.
Hi, Deepak. So, as you already know, I am Ankit, and I have around 10 years of experience. So, I am currently working as an RPA developer,
Okay.
and the reason I'm trying to get into Celonis is to, uh, I mean, I'm very much new to this particular tool, but as a part of process enhancing, uh, process improvement, this is something that is regularly used in our organization. So,
Definitely.
yeah,
Understood. Understood. Yeah.
yeah. So, the reason I wanted to have this demo is to I have a overview of already on Celonis, but
Hmm?
just wanted to understand few things.
Yep.
So the training that you're going to provide, is this on the EMS tool or the enterprise tool? Uh,
It's in the EMS tool. Currently, we are everyone are using the EMS version only. So that's the latest version which you have the studio and all the replication cockpits and all the action flows, action skills, views,
mm,
everything. So
mm.
we are doing the practice on that only because now no one are using the old versions. Gone. So all clients are mainly focused on views. So you will get the trainings, everything on the views. So it's like I'll show you that also. Like this training, it's not like a
Yeah,
training
because
center
I
here
understand this is not the
from
community.
scratch. Yeah, it's not a community. So here the Celonis one, what you guys, the Celonis will help us to give that entire environment. The environment is like same like the client environment. It's like
Mhm.
see, there will be like limited restrictions, right? Some connectors will be very less in the training environment when you see
Yeah,
in the real-time environment because real-time environment is the licensed one and they are buying that. So real training
correct.
environment will be like having many, but the structure wise, the architect wise, and the futures wise, applications wise, everything will be included in that also. The EMS version only you will get that practiced. So it's not like I'm going you in the demo environment and the
Yeah,
client environment is different. No, everything
yeah,
is same. I'll show
yeah.
you that as well. If when you are inside that, you will see no difference on that.
Okay.
Everything is same as is.
Uh-huh. And how about this ML workbench that we have? So do you?
So it depends on the persons. Look, for example, if they come with only the base level of SQL, so I just go with some of the basic Python packages, basic Python things, how to get the connections with the clients, connections with the applications, connection with analysis, connections with the data models, how to
Mm,
get the data. So I'll show them some base stuff. Okay, so because Python, right, it's not like a small thing where you can
mm,
completely cover it up in a 30 days or 20 days of training. So it
mhm,
doesn't. Even SQL as well. You can't cover
mm,
it up everything in 20 days to 30 days. It depends on
mm,
your requirement. It depends on your scenario. So, but I'll just give you like how you can work on that. I'll give you that experience, like how you can work on the ML workbench, how you
mm,
can taking one example, and we can develop that only in that. So, like that, we can try.
mhm, mm. So about this process explorer, that's what the basic that we would be focusing on, right?
Process Explorer, yes, definitely. That's the very key thing which we will be working on because that's the first part where every customer will see the value. That's for Process Explorer. So after that only there will be have some interest on other requirements.
Okay. Okay. All right. Uh, there was a video shared with me. That's a walkthrough, although that was in different language. But so, are you also intending to do the demo again today, or
If yes, yes, I'm absolutely fine because yes, maybe you would have seen that in different language, so that's fine. I'll take it up for you. You can just go through that. Even I worked with you worked in UiPath or automation anywhere?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
UiPath, yeah,
UiPath. Yeah, even I
yeah.
worked in UiPath for 1 year.
Okay.
Uh, I did the PDF automation, web automation, scraping things, web scraping things. I did Excel automation.
Hmm.
I think it's just for two
I
clients,
mean,
and it's in
majorly,
just
I
eight
mean,
months.
the reason, I mean, I want to use the Celonis is because we are majorly doing the automations to in the SAP area. Uh, so for the SAP, you already know that. I mean, we have the pipeline already built with the Celonis. So uh, I have an overview of, like, how to create the flow chart. And I mean, we are trying to come up with more and more automations with the number of nodes uh, that we form in this Spanish. I am not. I don't know if you're able to relate what I'm trying to say,
Yeah, I
but
understood. I understood. Like, yes, obviously, I'll tell you the same thing. Whatever the projects which we do in the process mining, okay, so that the ultimate goal is two things. One is the scope for the improvement and realizing the value for the improvement to the business. Second one is scope to do the automation. Even Celonis has this automation capabilities where they can integrate within the system. You would have seen, maybe if you have it, seen that action flows. Action flows are very big concepts. They can integrate the system from Celonis itself. So if I want to integrate something on SAP, I can create that connection parameters with SAP. I can get the right access and I can perform from Celonis itself.
hmm.
So Celonis itself has some automation capabilities. And even Celonis has the capability to sorry, your voice is bit, I'm getting some disturbance.
I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
Yeah, now it's better.
Hmm.
Yeah, so Celonis itself has an auto capability to run the bots from the orchestrator. I did that. I did for one of the client for the internal within my company. I
Hmm.
did running the bots from Celonis. It's like it's there. Orchestrator itself has the scheduling, but we just want to see the performance, like how it is. If I'm running from there, how it is.
Hmm. Okay.
So the action flows are very key things that will be a really advantage as I understand for you. Still getting some echo from my side, or is can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, so there is some resound something because I hear myself my voice. That's why. Along with
Uh,
your voice, I'm hearing my voice also. That's why.
I'm not sure. I'm actually in my room, so it might take. I'll go. I'll go mute. Okay.
Oh no, that's fine. When you are speaking, it's fine. But when I'm speaking, I'm getting my sound as well again. That's fine. You can just unmute yourself. That's fine. You can speak because it's not like a thing, right? We can have interaction. So yes, action flows are the key things that will help you to perform these kind of automations in the process. Okay.
Hmm.
So basically, the structure of this Celonis, it will be like, like getting a data from the business and doing some data engineering exercises. You would have already saw that. Like you do some data extractions, data connections, data transformation. We do the ETL here, extract, transform, and load. Then
Hmm.
we create the process analytics where they can see the process flow diagrams, where they can see different dashboards for different KPIs. And
Hmm.
we have also the capability of argumented attributes. It's like the user input actions. So based on
Hmm.
the user input, a action should be performed. So that way we can do something. Okay. And we have the action flows where you can perform the action flows while sending the emails to the customers. You can
Hmm.
trigger the emails, giving the data for them rather than opening the Celonis. That way we can help the customers. And you can also change the values in the system. You can integrate the system and perform something. So that's where the automation scope will come. So while see in the market side, definitely the Celonis is the key thing, which will be like very, very helpful for that. So majorly, first thing is, uh, can you please go on mute, please?
Yeah. Okay.
That's better. Yeah. So for the Celonis, basically there are three advantages if I say why you need the Celonis. First thing is about the automation capabilities that definitely the client was very interested with machine learning. So machine learning concept, it's like now it's still like there are some enhancements, there are some add-ons going on the machine learning side, but the machine learning has the capability to perform the triggerings. You can just trigger, you can create the things from the machine learning itself, because there were some kind of things which SQL can't do. I literally faced one KPI. There is one process, one use case. If I call it as a use case, there is a use case which can't work that on the SQL. Then I just jumped into Python and performed the same thing in the Python, and it got worked. So there are some things which Python can also do. That's where the Python ML workbench for one of the use cases I have used. So Celonis basically, it's like, the basically it's like four things. It has four key things. One is, first, you get the data of the business, what they want to focus, which they want to work on, and they want to majorly expectations of the business is like just show the improvement. They want the improvement in the process. What makes the value from this? What makes the value for this particular process? Is it any drawbacks? Is it any problems? Is there any problem pain areas that we want to focus on? So we just need to look in that perspective first of all. So that were the inputs for us to do the process mining. Okay, so what is your process? What are your problematic areas where we want to scope and where we want to improve? So that is the ultimate goal. So that's where first we identify that, then we analyze it and give the root causes. It can be root cause, can be an automation solution as well. So for example, if I relate to you, so there is there is a process which I worked. There is a use case called as manual percentage. Okay, so there are some activities. They're like manual percentage. Manually, they are working very high level. Okay, 70% of manual thing only happening. We commanded them saying, because manual thing is something like where the process time will increase. Process time will also increase because of that. So manual thing is like this. So there, what you need to do, there you need to suggest the customer saying, hey, this particular thing is manually happening. It's more. It's because of that only your process time is taking very time. So why can't we automate it? Why can't we see, is there any automation when we can perform on that? So there the automation solution comes into picture. So because
Correct.
the change activities, I'll tell the example also. There is a change pricing thing. Okay, change pricing thing, they perform that in the SAP system. So change pricing thing is they did in the, and I see it's like around 67% they are doing it manually. For 67% of their total records, the change prices are doing manually. But so then obviously, if you want to do the automation, you should have one thing. That is, you should have a rule-based structure and you should have that repeated structure. So if you have these two, then you will have the scope to perform automation. So then here, what they tell, yes, if I have any requirement related to the changes, I get this, I go there, I do this, and I just close it. Like this, they mentioned it. Then obviously, if it is a ruled and if it is a repetitive thing, you can also it can easily perform the automation there. So this way, we proposed them a solution saying, yeah, for this, can we try the automation for that? So these were the coping part will be done. So these are the root causing part. If you see that it's a root cause part, then you do the change, you perform the action, and you just maintain that and you measure it the sustainability. So this is where we majorly perform in the Celonis. So not in Celonis, it's like global wise. If any process business is coming, you are showing them the scope for improvement along with the opportunity capabilities, along with the realizations value realizing, like how much you are going to save them. It can be cost wise or it can be amount wise. Sorry, time wise, my time and cost. Based on those two things, you're going to save them. So that's where. So and then coming to the benefits, obviously it's very cool tool, very normal tool. You would have already seen. You said you have already saw that. So it's a very normal tool. It's just a cloud tool. You don't need any dependencies. You don't need any pre-plugins, pre-installations, nothing. It's just a cloud tool. You'll get a link. You open with your credentials and you just work everything inside that itself. Okay. And the major
Just one
advantage.
thing, I mean, how much is it prerequisite to have this ETL concepts and data warehousing to be known before using this tool?
No need of that. In this within this tool itself, you guys can learn. You will learn easily everything. ETL, how to do the performance. That's what the course content starts with. The
Okay.
course content start basically with how to get the requirements from the customer, then how you perform the extractions, how you transform the data, how you load the data. So everything will be learned here. It's not like you don't need to do somewhere something. No, everything is covered here itself.
So
So that's it.
P code, P codes and all that's supposed to be just as a part
Codes,
of
T
it.
codes will not be used here. T codes will not be used. We use the tables. So you, along with the T codes, you will see some table information, right? If you search some T codes on the SAP, you will
Uh-huh.
see the appropriate table for that. So that is what we need in the Celonis, not the T codes. We don't touch the T codes, to be frank, if I say. Because
What
see,
exactly T codes are they just the
T codes
transaction
are
code?
like transaction codes. Yes. So
Yeah.
it's like, where if you want to see the customer information, let's
Uh,
say you want to see account table. I want to see the accounting table in the SAP system.
mm,
There will be some desired T code for that. It can be
mm,
T001 or something. There
mm,
are like a lot of. So if
mm,
you get that, then it will ask you what kind of account table you need. What type of what account number? Can you enter the account number? Then if
mm,
you enter the account number, then it opens the account details like that.
mm,
So
mm.
now we are not dealing the T codes here. We don't touch the T codes, to be frank. We
Okay.
touch the tables of that. So I am
Okay.
saying account. So I have a T code to open the account information. But to
Okay.
open that account information, there will be somewhere it is stored, right? Then only it will be getting out. So
Mm-hmm.
that stored part is our focus. So the table is our focus. We call it as a table. So there are tables in that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay.
So that's where we take the data. It's like extraction part. So ETL, in the ETL, it's extraction. Extraction is like taking the table information, getting the table information. And
Mm,
to transform, it's like we do some lot of data engineering exercise. We clean up that, we transform that, we make it in a proper structure as per our requirement. We do some lot of table joins, lot of table customizations in that. And the
mm.
loading, it's like we create a model, data model for that. So we load it and we use that for our next analysis or next development purposes,
Okay.
and even
Okay.
for action flows, everything. Yeah.
So, I mean, you would be working on the enterprise edition definitely for on your
Yes. So if
organization.
you
So,
can see the tool, if you this is how the tool looks like. So it's the same. If you see the same
this
structure,
is
it
the
has
enterprise one.
it's the training environment, but it's
Okay.
same like EMS. It's the same like
Okay.
EMS. Now
Okay.
nowhere you see the old versions. It's a EMS version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can see everything like however it is in the real time. You can see the same stuff. Nothing
Mm,
difference.
mm, mm, mm. No, of course the capabilities are different in the enterprise and the.
Exactly,
Mm,
right? Because that's the licensed one and this is the training. So you can
mm.
see very some limited emissions. But
Yeah.
structure wise or the like the what you say
Mm,
the development wise or the
mm,
applications wise, you see the same wise, no difference.
mm, mm. And how do you see application of Celonis in future? Like, do we think
To be
this?
frank, it's very demanding. It's very demanding. I can say, trust me, like for the next 5 to 10 years, this will be that very booming thing because there is no process mining tool giving this much capabilities. Okay, there are a lot of tools. If I say Signavio itself is SAP partner. You know that Signavio is one of
Signavio.
the tools. Signavio, yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
it's a process mining tool. Even it's a process mining tool, and even we have the process mine UiPath Process Gold. It's a process mining tool. You would have
It has
heard
a
that.
process mining tool, UiPath process mining, but I
Yes, it's a
think
process gold.
Celonis is
But
a
that is very, it's
correct.
like very basic. UiPath tool is like very basic. UiPath process mining tool, and even Signavio is also very basic. You can't see lot of automations can be performed in those process mining tools
Hmm,
when compared to Celonis. So
hmm,
that's where and even the cost is very high. Celonis cost is very high to get that license to cost cloud. It's
hmm,
like for one, for example, for 500 GB itself, they are charging around 4 million to $7 million. That's the cost.
yeah.
So it's very costly, but you can see lot of features inside that, which you can perform anything. It's like you very user friendly too.
Hmm, okay.
So with the scope, I can say there are a lot inside this. There are a lot.
Okay.
It depends on the customer. It depends on your client, like how much it is using that. It
Yeah.
depends on that, but it has a lot of scope.
Okay. The data set that you would use, I mean, is that a dummy data or you are picking up from
So
your?
we use one database connection to work on that. So
Hmm,
it's a live database
hmm,
because see, it's like you can't find everything on outside. So we have one database
hmm,
where we have some tables
hmm,
which are related to the purchase to pay process.
hmm.
We use that tables and we do the everything using that. So see, to do the performance to do the process mining, two tables are enough for us. If I say in a global wise, two tables are fine.
Hmm.
We create those tables and you do whatever you want inside that
Hmm.
within that.
Hmm.
So we do that everything. We connect as database, we take that, and I'll show you how to do the connections. Whatever the system comes, I'll explain you what is the method to connect. I
Hmm.
have explained that, but I can't get the SAP systems. I can't connect that. So that's, you know, that it's not an open source one.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
I'll show you the method how to do that.
I mean, I do have an enterprise license, but if I want to practice on that and if I have any queries, how suitable would it be if I share the screen? Is my
You
question.
are you are saying that SAP connections, SAP Enterprise connections,
Yeah, yeah.
well, those are open source.
No, 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 no.
Uh,
Of course, it's an enterprise, so I mean, it's a licensed one.
yeah,
So,
because
so
see, it's not like you should have, if you have the tool means, no, it's not like there are
hmm.
like a lot of custom configurations you should perform to connect with Celonis. I think definitely that is not possible because to
Every
connect,
all the
let's say
pipelines are built.
if
So,
I want to connect with Celonis, I need
hmm,
an RFC extractor. Do we have that?
I am not sure about it. Is
Yeah, because
hmm,
that's the thing. It's like the setup itself is like different thing. Yes, I
hmm,
understand. Yes, if you have the credentials, that's great thing.
hmm,
But it's not like you can use the credentials in Salonis. No, you
hmm,
should have some configurations. You should have some permissions to be assigned for you to use those credentials out of SAP.
hmm, hmm. So, I mean, you would all tell us about this RFC connector and how to plug
Yes,
in and stuff.
yes, I'll show that part, but I can't show you how to set up that. But I'll show you the method for that. How what the I mean the process for that. Yes.
Yeah, even the steps are okay if you
Yes,
just.
yes, because that those are you can't find it open source, right? That's the reason. But I'll show you.
Okay.
Yes, I'll show
Okay.
you everything like what, how connections, how to get the
Yeah.
data, how to transform the data, how to analyze, and how to perform automations. Everything will be covered here.
The reason I'm asking you all these questions is because tomorrow I'm trying to move in the Celonis job market. I have to fake a project, right?
Yes, obviously, I understand that.
Yeah,
Everything, even like
yeah.
even I'll give you some process documentations. Like there are like 3, 4 process documentations you will get, and
Mm,
where you can use them as your process. You
mm,
can say them, yes, I worked on the process because you will have an end-to-end information of that. Because since you already have the experience of this SAP thing and any process things, that's absolutely fine. You'll get it.
mm.
And even
Uh,
I did RPA because within the company itself, when I was in RPA, I
mm,
heard
mm.
this process mining running in my team. I was like, what is
Yeah,
this? How,
yeah, yeah,
what's the
yeah.
market? Then I saw that, yes, it's very different way. It's a different world, if I say. And
Mm,
I saw that we are getting the projects of RPA by these kind of exercises only. I heard that because
correct.
customer itself told me that, can you give me some solutions for RPA? Like that, they asked me itself. That's what I told you, right? One example, change price. They
Mm,
took that. For that they got RPA.
mm, mm, mm.
So I felt that yes, I think this is the beginning step of that. Then based
Correct.
on our scope and root cause, the automation is coming into the picture.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I felt that yes. Then I just started doing the trainings. I got one project from Germany. I started doing that.
Mm,
Then I think it's been nearly 4.5 years in process mining itself. I'm there. Right. I started in
mm,
2019. I think 2020.
mm,
2020 I started. Yeah.
mm. And how long do you think the curriculum would be?
It will be like 25 days. It depends on availabilities again. So 25 days to 30 days it will.
Okay.
End to end you will be having covered.
Huh.
And even I think if you have the experience of SQL, you know about SQL,
We have, yeah. I have
then
actually.
then,
Yep.
then
So
it's
I mean,
absolutely fine.
yeah. Not on a very expertise level, but yeah,
But at least you
got it.
understand, right? Yeah, that
Yeah.
will be covered here. That will be
Yeah.
covered here.
Yeah.
Because see, SQL, if no one can say I'm very good, because it
So,
depends on your
so
requirement.
what
Yeah.
exactly we implement here? The joints and stuff, or what is it?
Yes, joins and stuff, it's the main thing. Table
Mm,
creations are the main thing.
mm,
And obviously, right, if you are creating some calculations, like we can create some KPIs, you do some different lot of functions here. It depends on your need. It depends on your customer.
mm,
Like I mean the calculations. So if I say I use this, maybe
mm,
that can't be used for you. You can't, maybe you didn't get a chance to use that syntax.
mm,
Maybe there are some more syntaxes where still I need to get it, because based on requirement only we learn the SQL, right?
mm, mm,
So
mm,
but you will get that stuff like how I should handle it. Simple. I should handle it like that. Yeah.
mm, mm, mm. Okay. Okay. All right. I mean, majorly all the stuff is answered for me, to be very honest.
Perfect.
Um, so it's not just me, but one of my friends as well. He's
Mhm.
colleague of mine. Uh, we both were actually looking for it.
Yeah.
So when are you available to start?
Yeah. I'll just check with that person and I'll let you know the timings and everything so that if that works for you, we can start immediately. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe yeah. Just I'll talk to him as well. Yeah.
Yes. 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 Perfect. So, any doubts, anything? I think you already know about this, so it will be very comfortable for me also
I mean,
to take
I
that.
know about the look and feel of the tool, to be very honest.
Yeah,
But
superb, superb.
it's just that I mean the basics and the applications is something I want to understand.
That's true.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
can be that you will get easily.
yeah,
Obviously, you will get every hands-on on that because
yeah,
even the point, even I was in the same vibe like you of before 4 years when I'm doing the RPA. I was in
yeah.
the
My
same thing.
yeah,
So I understand that how this process mining makes me, how it takes me. So to see, you can see the result from past 4 years. I'm in the same. So that makes you like understand how much it is. So I started
where
from
are you
on-prem.
located, Deepak? You are in
I'm from
Hyderabad.
Bangalore. I'm from Bangalore.
You are in Bangalore as well, yeah.
I'm from Bangalore.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, good. All right.
Okay. So just let me know if anything required or just ask them. So I'll discuss with that guy and
Okay.
we can start that process also. Yeah.
All right. All right. Thank
Perfect.
you, Deepak.
Cool.
Thanks.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Yep. I mean, this recording would be forwarded, right?
Yes, yes. I'll share you this recording. Yes.
All right.
Yeah.